What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So today we're going to be doing something special. Over the times, or the past week, we've been doing some rift bosses, and it gives you these event boss summon scrolls, and you usually get an awaken scroll, right? So we have some scrolls to do, and if I don't do it now, I'm probably going to forget about it, and they're going to pile up, and then that's not good. So what we're going to be doing is running some of them now, hopefully getting something good. Let's see, where do we start? Let's start with a imp captain one. All right, so where's that one? Up north. Red nose, got it. So yeah, how are you guys doing? Later on, one day I should show you my journal, or like, you know how it tells you when you fail enhances and stuff? I can't wait for you guys to see one of my characters. It goes back all the way into 2021 of me just failing stuff over and over. It's not pretty, actually, but yeah. Over the past few weeks, or I guess the past week as well, especially last week, when they changed the price of costumes, there's a lot sitting on the market, and it's like basically every 4 billion silver I'd get, I'd do another Pen Blackstar attempt. Obviously it did not go up, otherwise I wouldn't be complaining, but I think we're down like another 40 billion silver. It feels bad. But anyway, gotta do some scrolls. Oh, it's a little farther than I thought it would be. But I heard some classes are getting buffed. Sage getting some buffs and stuff. New costumes. Yeah, that's pretty exciting because I actually did want to play Sage, and even before I even knew buffs were coming out. So that's good. More motivation to play it. Good stuff. Also, the past few days, I've been grinding cadres to get the DR artifacts, and they're just not happening. Like, I even tent buff and use more, like, tent buff, loot scroll, all the other buffs I had, the dragon one, and it's just not happening. I don't know. Are the, like, for all of you who have gotten it, are the rates good for the DR and evasion artifacts? Because, I think they're so awful, actually. So if you got the DR ones, let me know. The only one I have is one evasion artifact. Where is that even? I have one evasion, and that wasn't even from grinding. That was from killing a Liber scroll boss. I got pretty lucky with the HP ones. One was from Garmoth, and another one was from actually Red Nose, a scroll boss, though. All right, so next is Zonal scroll. Probably head back to get the beg one. Actually, hold on. Do we have to go down this way? Yeah, we have to go down this way anyway. Let's go do the beg scroll first. But yeah, for all of you who are wondering how you get this, make sure to do your rift bosses when they appear, because it gives you a chance to get the event boxes, and it gives you a random one. So basically this reward is actually, the rate is not that bad. I think it's like, I've gotten 5 and 7 so far. The rewards, on the other hand, not the greatest, but it's okay. They also changed some of the scrolls, or no, not scrolls, like the bosses that spawn. So for all of you doing this on LVO Realm, you don't have to panic as much. Because originally the boss would be there, I believe, like in a different spot, but now it's here. It honestly, it looks different. I don't know how to describe it. We're almost at 50% to 64 though. I mean, I wish I could say leveling actually meant something nowadays, but it doesn't. I just want to get 64 as a personal goal, and probably do that. If I grind like 1 hour a day, I could get like 1% a day. To this day, I don't think I've gotten a boss scroll, or like from the boss scroll, like the actual boss like drop weapon armor. For some reason, I've been seeing a lot of Tet Devos being relisted or listed lately. And honestly, 55 bill for a Tet Deboreka doesn't even sound that bad. I'm pretty sure that's Zethian's order, unless he got it. I saw the clip of him hitting his Pen Deboreka belt. He deserves it, of all people. He plays this game a lot. He's super geared. Whoa, that's new music. Wait, do these things attack my horse still? My horse is almost at level 49. Oh yeah, so as of Wednesday, they actually added the tier 10, what is it, the unicorn? So, oh my god, there's rhino lizards attacking my horse. Stop that right now. But yeah, I was like, I looked at the skills they posted on the patch notes. So for all of you who have the tier 10 unicorn, it could hop 3 times, right? And it could run on water, which is, you know, the unique part of getting it, as well as the desert. And I was wondering, how long can it run on water for? Like, can you run from, I don't know, like Heidel, or no, not Heidel, like run from the Velia port all the way to Ilia? Or can you like, or is it just like island hopping? So would you have to go from here to here and then here to here and all that stuff? Because if you could run for a while, just like straight up run all the way to pirates, that would be pretty huge. I'm like hearing all this new music for the first time. It sounds so good. Hey, this is where the thing would come in handy. You could just run on water. But yeah, if I could get a tier 10 unicorn, another one, I'll level it up to 30, and then we'll do attempts and hope for the best. But yeah, I think it's what, like 2 attempts per month on a flat 3%. I'm gonna be honest, my horse RNG is pretty good, but my enhancing RNG is not so good. So I guess it balances out. One thing I saw in the patch notes was like, okay, so if you were to hypothetically sell a tier 10, which you can't, it would be worth more, obviously, than 2 tier 9s combined. And then, like, right under it's like, but yeah, but you can't sell them. So, like, why did you even add it to the patch notes then? Not that anyone should sell their tier 10s. I'm just throwing it out there. I do kind of wonder how much it'd be worth. If I had to guess, though, like just from math calculations and how much I think it'd be worth. So we all know that a tier 9 fully maxed out level 30 is roughly 12 billion silver, 10 to 12 billion, right? Times 2. So 24 or like 20 something billion. For the sake of easy, we'll just do 20 billion. And then after that, you have the 2 clicks, and each tier 10 click is roughly 1 billion, a little bit over 1 billion silver, because I did the math on that a while back on how much the material cost would be. So, like, to get everything plus time is roughly 1 billion on a 3%. So, on average, it's just straight average numbers, it'd be like 30 billion, 33, plus the 2 horses combined. Like, roughly, I would say the horse, what Pearl Abyss would probably put the horse at is probably like 60 billion. How much do I think it's really worth? Like 200 to 300 billion, just because of the flat chance of getting it, and plus it's like extra rare because not many people have it. So I don't know if they ever go sell in the market, how much do I think they're worth versus how much they're really worth. Just kind of like every item. I think Pen Black Stars are definitely worth like 150 billion silver, but the cap is 100. So what can you do? But yeah, that's how much I think. 60 billion is probably what Pearl Abyss would add it. Tier 10 if you would sell it for me. I'd do 200. Oh yeah, these rewards are pretty good for login. Make sure to log in to collect all of these. These are very good rewards. And we're in the good week where everything is worth like a lot. This is the big one of the month. This one, I don't know. I don't like actually, I don't re-roll enough for it to matter. I know it's not gonna work this way, but I wish you could hold it in your Black Spirit storage forever. But I know they said they're just gonna remove it from inventories in August. But yeah, like I don't actually play too many other characters as much as I'd love to. Because the sad truth is, in this game, like, rerolling is very expensive, and plus you lose a lot of time and progress on your like goals. So like, let's say your goal is to get full pen everything, and if you were to tag another character, even if you tagged all the gear, you're still playing a character that doesn't have all the skill points your main does, and not the same level. You don't know how to play it as efficiently as your main, probably. So there's just a lot of factors in it, and plus obviously class balance is a different thing as well. So I don't know, I just think every time you reroll, yeah, sure, it is fun, but you're losing a lot of progress on your goals, whatever they may be. Which ultimately, I value having fun over everything. So, like, if re-rolling is going to prevent you from quitting the game, like, straight up, then yeah, do it. Oh my god, I thought I got baited. I thought that was Urgon's. You know, I'll take it. That's better than nothing. Oh yeah, actually, so yesterday while we were grinding, we got a Kudum box. And so we have all three now. So we got an Awakening, an Offhand, and a main weapon. So realistically, what I was going to use it for is if I ever get a Spectre's Energy, I'll make a Black Star Offhand. And you have to use 3 boss weapons for it, so... How much are Black Star Offhands these days? Holy, that is not worth it. Let me see how much, like, normal ones are. Oh god. Okay, so if they ever go max price Black Stars, then it's worth making them. However, Black Stars for this, not so worth. Honestly, I feel like I just baited myself because my goal was to save up money to get a Pen Black Star Awakening weapon, which is still in progress right now. Right now, the way it's working is we have an order on it. That's why we're like permanently broke. So, dude, you don't even know how hard it's been. Like, I've been thinking to myself, should I just, now that I can buy costumes off the market, should I just try to click it? And the answer is no. Like, I actually have self-control. I'm gonna wait for this order, no matter if it's like 6 months. I'll get it, but with 0 RNG. So every time a Pen Black Star gets listed, whether it's Offhand or Awakening, I'm gonna try to win it, but usually doesn't happen like that. So yeah, I've failed so many Black Star clicks to the point where I'm like kind of jaded about it. Tier 10 benefit, by the way. I rarely use this ability. Like, it's cool to have, but it's not like having a tier 10 horse doesn't make your horse that much better. In fact, the speeds are like the same. So like one thing I could do with this one is this. I could just fly in the air permanently if I wanted to. Well, not permanently. It just keeps going up until the stamina bar goes out, or I just let it. So yeah, technically I could float for quite a while. But yeah, one thing I also thought about doing, I know this sounds really dumb, and I was like, why would you do that when you could just move your main one over, is going for a second health or infinite pot for the health. So right now, of course, I have my main ones, and then in my storage, we got a second full mana potion, So luckily with the health ones, you could get like the mini pot, right? And I was thinking about if I ever like re-roll a character or tag it, I would just have an extra one, because currently they're like, yeah, you can't put your infinite pots in your family inventory, which like it's kind of weird why they don't do it. At this point, it's 2022. Why not just let people do that? The only reason why I grinded out a second mana potion was when I was doing gathering in the Navern Steppe. I got a double proc for the Voltara's Clairvoyance, and it was kind of like, oh, if I didn't get that, I probably wouldn't, to be honest. Ooh, we got a boss summon scroll box. See, the rates aren't even that bad. Hit me with a duo ogre to recover like part of that 20 billion silver I lost recently. All right, what kind of scroll boss do we get today? Gaia. That one's kind of far away. Let's see. Do we have anything important here? Not really. Might as well go do this one. It's kind of like across the map, though. What does Gaiath even drop? That's important. Gaiath helms have been, I wouldn't say out of date, but they're like, if you don't have a Labresca, it's better to just get a Griffin helm. And then if you're not DR, you get a Heave helm up until a certain point. But ultimately these days, with Labrescas being a little bit more common, everyone's getting more materials and whatnot. I think Labresca is the way to go for everyone. Also, for the record, I'm just wondering, do people actually use pen distos at a very high level? Like, obviously, if you have two sets, then you use it. But like, I feel like at a certain point, you have more AP, and you should sacrifice some for like defensive stats. So, like, I think what people say is once you could hit 309, like 309, then anything above it, as long as you can keep 309, you could sacrifice any additional for like DP and more defensive stats. So that's my goal eventually. The way it's going to work for me is if I want to have 309 with, like, basically this is Kudum equivalent. I'd have to get this to pen. Obviously, I'd have to have triple pen Black Stars, 2 pen Tungrads, And then I'd obviously sacrifice these for 2 pen narcs. And then I'd be at like 400 something DP with 309 awakening. So yeah, that's the goal eventually, but I feel like by the time I get to that point, they're gonna come out with more AP DP journals. So to help the newer players catch up a little bit, which doesn't really actually help anyone. Well, no, it doesn't help anyone in PvP. It just helps the newer players get to grind newer spots. But in terms of PvP, if everyone just goes up 1 or 2 stats, then almost like nothing changed. You know, one thing I should really do is actually just... Ooh, 49. I should grind for the compass and a traveler's map. I think people said getting the archaeologist map, the permanent one, is actually a lot easier than going for the compass. And boy, the amount of horror stories I hear of people spending literally hundreds, if not thousands of hours in Istria going for the Ilton piece, it scares me, dude. Like, I would love to have it, but I don't think grinding 500 hours at, what, 200 mil an hour or something is really worth my time. I'd rather, I don't know, grind orcs for 400 mil an hour and actually have gear than have a quality of life perma compass and map. However, if they came out with a pity system like they did for infinite pots, then I'd do it. But maybe one day. Because I think if you're going, like, you're a newer player or mid-tier player right now, and you're just actually grinding there because that's where your APDP year level is at, then I think it'd be a good thing to grind it. But unfortunately, all that stuff is a little past my grind zones. The only reason I went for the infinite potions is because it actually felt necessary. If I want to do wars and stuff, because basically everyone has it. Sadly, it actually does feel like infinite potions do feel mandatory if you do any long-term PvP. Maybe the mana potion, not really as necessary, but HP 1 for sure. Yo, someone list a Pen Blackstar Awakening real quick. There's maybe a Vediant while I'm sleeping while you're at it. Very specifically the Vediant. Could we get a Gaiath helm? No. But anyway, I think that's it for me. We did our little world tour. We went to Kama and back. We went to literally the furthest spot in Kama, pretty much. Almost. Just to do one dumb scroll. And we might got a... What is it? The dark thingy? What are these called? Remnants of the Rift. They really need to raise the drop rate of Spectre's energies just a little bit. And we'll be good. But anyway, with that said, I think I'm out for today. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.